What is this?
It's Friday.
It's not like you're going anywhere, so what's the excitement?
Friday is always a happy day because you get to sleep the weekend. Sometimes.
Exactly.
Not every time, sometimes.
Exactly.
Sometimes. But
let's be guided.
For those who are celebrating the weekend, we celebrate with you. We tap into the happiness. Even if we're not going to celebrate it, we'll still celebrate with you. Welcome to Take 3, guys. I'm Dewo, aka the Voice of God. It's Friday, like you already know, and what a week it has been. The industry. It was shaking up. Family drama here and there, and the conversations that could reshape the future of Nigerian entertainment. This week, we touched on everything. Now, today, we spotlight Kannywood. Yeah, people are wondering, what's that? What's that? Kannywood is the northern part of Nollywood. Kannywood. As filmmakers and as actors, they call for a review on the industry's censorship laws. It is time for change. Or are we the existing rules still serving the purpose? Now, we'll be having the conversation with a very special guest. Yes.
And then, I'm so happy that you pointed out the fact that the industry was really shaking up this week because what did we not hear? I'm Ekemini J, ladies and gentlemen. Today on the show, we're going to hear from Charlie Boy as he shares his thoughts on the Nigerian entertainment industry, from how far we've come to where he believes we're headed. Then there is the Okoye brothers feud. We need a proper caption for it. I feel like we do. We need it. At this point, it's giving Netflix series.
Keeping up with the Okoye.
Exactly. And it has continued to take new twists and turn. It just swept to the left, swept to the right. It has left fans wondering if this family saga will ever truly come to an end.
Chai.
It's quite a lot.
Then it's happening,
Quite a lot. Well, my name is Kate Adiogun, and for our cruise control today, we are going to revisit the emotional story of the lady who says she lost 10 million naira.
Chai.
In an Ajo contribution scheme. A story that has sparked conversations about the risks that people take in tough economic times. So send your takes to the WhatsApp number showing on your screen right now and drop your comments on YouTube. Would love to hear from you. Please make sure to say your name, okay? Would love to hear from you. Now we get straight into E-News and kick off the conversations for today.
On entertainment news, we begin with another revelation from the long-running P-Square family feud. Nigerian singer and songwriter Flavour has recalled how the brothers' rivalry once spilled onto the stage and directly affected him. He revealed that during the height of a conflict between Peter and Paul, he was chased off stage while trying to perform due to tensions between the duo. According to Flavour, the incident remains one of the most uncomfortable moments of his career and highlights just how deeply the P-Square fallout affected those around them. Meanwhile, Nollywood actor Jide Awobona has opened up about one of the biggest challenges of his profession. The actor admitted that filming romantic scenes, especially on-screen kissing, makes him uncomfortable because of health concerns. He joked that his biggest prayer is not to contract something, adding that while acting requires professionalism, such scenes remain one of the toughest parts of his job for him. Still in Nollywood, actress Basira Badia has criticized the industry over how it treated the late actress Tope Oshoba before her passing. Speaking emotionally, Basira questioned why more support didn't come while the actress was alive, saying too often people only celebrate entertainers after they are gone. She also reiterated family claims that she did not die of cancer. Over to Hollywood, where rapper A$AP Rocky has shut down claims that he feels overshadowed by the success of his partner Rihanna. The rapper made it clear that he's proud of her achievements and has never been intimidated by her global success. Instead, he described Rihanna as an inspiration, saying their relationship is built on mutual support rather than competition. R&B singer Neo is facing legal action after being sued over an alleged dog attack at his Georgia home. According to reports, the lawsuit claims the incident resulted in injuries. Although further details remain limited, neither the singer nor the representatives have publicly addressed the allegations. And finally, rapper T Grizzly family is celebrating a fresh start after his criminal record was officially cleared. Reacting to the development, the rapper said one decision should not have defined a person's entire life, expressing gratitude for the opportunity to move forward and continue building both his career and personal life. That's all on entertainment news.
All right, welcome back. It's still Take 3, and we just brought you up to speed on all the biggest entertainment conversations in the world. Now let's jump right into our first conversation, because this is quite important as well. Now, Nollywood, well, let me take it easy now. So censorship in film isn't exactly new, because this happens all the time, but the conversation around how much is too much is getting louder. Now, in Kano, filmmakers, actors, and producers in Kannywood are asking the State Censorship Board to review some of its regulations. They argue that while guidelines are important, excessive cuts, bans, and sanctions are beginning to limit creativity and even change the stories the way they are being told. Now, our correspondent in Kano State was at the gathering, and here is what some Kannywood practitioners had to say. Let's watch this.
Yeah, they are dragging us back. Actually, you know, the more we, the creative team are trying to learn more, you know, understand more and do better. Whenever you take your film to the censorship board, they drag us back. So every time we try to push forward, they drag us back. So I think it's affecting the production entirely. It's affecting the development of Kannywood industry, and I hope something can be done on that. They should look at the creative aspects rather than the culture, because there are some things that religion allows to do, but culture is restricting us. So please, they should be professionals. They should learn more about the censorship board, so that we can be able to match together and collaborate and do better for the film industry, especially the Kannywood.
Sometimes, you know, it cripples the creativity of a filmmaker. But then that's if the filmmaker is not able to, you know, stand their ground and let the people in the panel understand that this is the core message they are trying to pass across, and they don't see it as being seen negative by the average audience. I feel every filmmaker, if there's an issue or there are some cuts that are supposed to happen in their film, they should be given a fair hearing to be able to defend why they included that in their projects. That's my candid advice.
Now, this comes after the board suspended some actors and ordered edits to movie scenes and sanctioned several productions over content it said violated its regulations and the state's cultural values. Now, joining us to unpack the conversation is actor and creative producer Umar Gombe. Umar Gombe, thank you for joining Take 3. Good to have you here.
Thank you. Good to have me too.
All right. Now let's jump right into the conversation, because this is a conversation of concern. Now, for viewers who may not fully understand the issue, what exactly is Kannywood practitioners asking the Kano State Censorship Board to review? What are the things they are asking to be touched on?
Well, actually, what they asked to touch up on is the age rating instead of cutting scenes. Instead of just cutting scenes, I think they should have a rating for each for each film. You know, as a great producer, you go and cut the scene. If you give him a rating where he knows exactly his film is rating 13 or 18,
yeah,
that will be easier for filmmakers. And fair rules for real social impact. And at the end of the day, because I make a film on Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's for most people is a disease. But people see Alzheimer's as, if you have Alzheimer's the disease, people would see you as as a one person. And
all right, I think we're having a bit of network challenge there, but we'll definitely try and reach out back to Umar quickly. I believe he will be able to connect with us back again. But ladies, this is about censorship, and I believe we've had a conversation on this before in regards to how much of power do censorship boards have in, defining what really goes to screen. And with some of the concerns they have is, okay, if movies are rated, then you can tell that this kind of content will be present in a certain kind of movie. But even at that, they still get to sanction, still get to cut clips out or, re-edit to, suit the kind of, according to what they are pushing for, values and morals of the state. So
and even suspend actors.
Even suspend
as well.
actors, but isn't that is like, stifling creativity. That's stifling creativity.
In a way. But let's see if we have
Is Umar back?
Umar Gombe back with us.
Umar, can you hear us?
hello?
Yes, Umar, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can hear you loud and
Okay,
clear.
great,
Okay,
great.
cool.
Okay,
So, Umar, as you were saying, right, but this brings me to the next question, which is that the censorship board says its role is to protect the cultural and religious values of the state. Why do filmmakers believe that the current approach is becoming a problem?
hear what he has to say. Definitely will do that. But Ekemini, you wanted to, give your thoughts on this.
Oh, I was actually just trying to piggyback off what he said about there needing to be proper ratings.
Yes.
As opposed to just banning things and saying, don't watch this movie at all. Because as creatives, as a storyteller, there are some licenses you want to be able to take. Obviously, we've talked about how much is too much and how far is too far. But I think that their ratings are more... Their restrictions are quite tight, right? So I think they should give this flexibility so that the stories are told properly, so that there is representation where it matters. Because as much as the media influences, morals, right? The media also shines lights. So we cannot pretend like certain vices don't exist.
Yes.
We cannot say, okay, because you don't want to promote smoking, we're going to never show someone smoking, but there are people smoking in the society.
Yes.
Do you understand? So that representation is important. It helps to be able to tell the full story, to show the full picture. So I really do, and I want to hear more from Umar, because I know he was really going in on we want there to be ratings as opposed to be barring it.
Yeah, and I think that was why the other lady in the package spoke about how there's some things that religious does not accept, but is okay culturally and all. And there's a way they have to spotlight these things so that people get to know about them and all of that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay, Umar, are you back with us? So we were saying that the censorship board says its role is to protect the cultural and religious values of the state. And so why do filmmakers believe the current approach is becoming a problem? Why is it a problem now?
I think the main problem is the rule for making films in Kannywood has been there decades long. So it's the rules has been written when usually we release our films on DVDs, CDs, and TV. Today, people watch our contents on phones, YouTube, streaming platforms like Netflix and so on. So it's an old rule that it doesn't fit today's content. So definitely people that watch the films today, the audience are different. So I think they must rewrite the rules.
Okay, so they're calling for a review of these rules that have been set, time ago for it, maybe because of the way things have changed in the structure, digitalization, and everything. That's what this call is for. Not totally, removing these rules.
Looking at it from reality point of view, having Kano State Censorship Board while you have Federal Censorship Board is more of double taxation. But yes, we the practitioners choose to it's from the industry, the veterans of the industry choose to come up and create a body where they want to censor it to suit the religion and tradition. But the rules has been there decades ago. That was then. That was...
This network issue is becoming a critical conversation. But I'm sure we'll definitely have this conversation again.
Yes.
I think we should have this conversation again with Umar, maybe when we have a better connection where he can truly explain to us what the situation is and what the requests are in regards to this as well.
And what it also means for the creatives. I mean, for himself, who is a creative director and active filmmaker, what does it mean for them? What does it change for them?
It will change a lot.
The question I would really want to ask him is, what are the exact pain points in terms of censorship? Do you feel like your creative license is being stifled? Or do you feel like, why can't we be like, why can't we be like other children?
Why can't we be other people that are doing it?
Exactly. Like, I want to really understand from their POV. Is it that, we want to break free and all of that?
It has a lot, basically, because like what they said in regards to culture and religion. There's a lot that you need to always put, into consideration. And the fact that there is a Kannywood board, there's a censorship board for Kannywood, and there's also the federal censorship. So they have to pass stage 1, stage 2.
It is overkill. If you ask me, it is overkill.
That's a lot. Okay, Umar, are you there? Yeah. Okay, Umar, I believe you can hear me. But because of we're having a very, terrible network, I just wanted to throw this out. How do you think this debate affects the future of Kannywood, especially for young actors, producers, and filmmakers hoping to break into the industry? How do you think this situation affects it?
Come again. I didn't hear the question.
I said, how do you think this whole debate affects the future of Kannywood, especially for young actors and producers who are hoping to get into the industry?
It's really affecting the industry. The reality is we're not trying to throw away the cultural value. We just want more than clear rules so our filmmakers can grow, create jobs, and create stories that can go global. The reality is, this thing is killing the industry. Nobody will industry where
Well, Umar, thank you so much for your time. I mean, we're going to definitely, just like Adewa said, revisit this conversation when we have a better network. But in the meantime, thank you so much, Umar, for joining us. You're still watching Take 3. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Stay with us. All right, welcome back. You're still watching Take 3. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, remember that you can be a part of all of our conversations. Drop a message on WhatsApp. The number is on your screen right now. And you can also send a message on YouTube. We're streaming live there at News Central TV Live. Now, earlier today, Charlie Boy, the area father, was with us, right? But it got candid on today's Nigerian entertainment industry. And here is what he had to say. Let's watch this.
Area father.
And they do the real business, which is making money, to each his own. Follow your own path, okay? And I know that some of us, they don't like what's happening. You can hear it in their songs and stuff like that. But it's not enough, because we shouldn't forget that most of our fans out there are really the hungry ones. And what are we doing to improve their lives? We should be a voice for those people, to be consistent, to be tenacious, to be tremendously focused, okay, to be sagacious, yeah, and to not keep up what anybody says or thinks. Yeah. My name is Charlie Boy, the king of boys, one of Africa, the spiritual warrior. Are you fixed on this dial? You stay here, don't go nowhere, because you're watching Take 3 at the new.
Okay, indeed, you're watching Take 3. Well,
Area
that's
father.
what the area father had to say about the Nigerian entertainment industry right now. But let's move on to our next conversation. He's going to be back, right? Because he had something to say about this one as well. And this is about the Okoye brothers family feud, P-Square, ex-P-Square. It's showing no signs of slowing down at all. Well, maybe a little bit right now because we're done with the series. You know.
Season 1.
Yeah, okay, maybe season one. We're done with season one. Now, it has been a week of accusations, public statements, and emotional reactions surrounding Peter and Paul Okoye of P-Square with their older brother, Jude Okoye, who was also caught in the controversy. More like he is. Okay. Now, what started as a long-running family and business dispute has again spewed into the public space, with allegations and counter-allegations continuing to make headlines. And while fans have been hoping the brothers would reconcile, the latest development suggests that there is still a lot of unresolved tension behind the scenes. Like I said earlier, Charlie Boy is back. The veteran entertainer also weighed in on the situation. And here is what he had to say.
Is that they should bloody well settle their problem and stop washing their dirty linens in the public square. I don't like that. And I don't think as family there's any challenge that a family can sit down, reason together and settle. You know, of course, a part must feel aggrieved over the other. Okay, I understand that too. But this is becoming a bit too much.
Now, clearly, everybody has an opinion on this family drama, yes, and the story has taken another dramatic turn. Peter Okoye has now brought their late mother into the conversation, making fresh allegations about how she treated his wife, and Paul Okoye has responded, defending their mother. Apparently, wasn't leaving everything to God anymore. So what started as a dispute over P-Square's finances is now digging much deeper and eating deeper into the Okoye family. Watching the Part 8B series earlier today drew me to tears. I'm not even capping. Because, I mean, Peter was crying himself, and it shows how much hurt he's feeling, you know, with regards to everything that has been going on between him and his brothers, right? And that can be dated as far back as 2015, 2013-ish, if I'm not mistaken, based off of the things he was saying, you know? And then bringing his mom into it, that one really touched me, because I'm like, even though later the mother warmed up to his wife, according to him as well, because he mentioned that when the mom was sick, the pastors that came with the mom from Jos were staying in Lola's apartment, and Lola would leave her office, go to the hospital, stay with the mom. When they come, she goes back to work. When they are leaving, she comes back, you know, that kind of stuff. So that meant that they still warmed up to each other, like maybe they reconciled or whatever it is, or she later accepted the woman has a son's wife, you know. So it's just very, the conversation is fascinating to me, and it's very peculiar, is weird, if I may say. And it's not just about the Okoye brothers now. The conversation goes far beyond that. It's about family, it's about trust, it's about communication, it's about betrayal, and a whole lot of other things, right? These guys are saying that, oh, they've left it to God's hands.
It's not true.
I don't think so. You know, there's one adage in Yoruba that says that Agbo ejo enikonda, Agbo shikani. That is, if you listen to one side of the story, you're wicked. You should listen to the other side as well. But right now, I think I want to be wicked. I think I want to stay on the wicked side, you know, because listening to all that story, I got a story. Listen to all that story by Peter. I'm like, how am I going to, if Jude comes out now and sets ring lights, I'm thinking about, so, okay, would I be able to believe it? You know, I know that people usually also say that, oh, when the first person that comes out to say is the victim or something. But in my mind, I'm still like, all these things that he's saying, with documents and posts to back them up, it was that gun one that shocked me the most in Part 7.
I am happy, or I would say I am
Hey.
Like you said, it's always good to hear from the other side
Yes.
to balance a story. So far, the other side has not said anything. They are leaving it to God. So
Actually,
maybe
so
when
far,
God
exactly,
speaks,
that's what
we will understand.
That's what the
But
other
with
side
what
has
we
done.
have now, I'm happy that for everything Peter said, every time he put up a video, he had other people who were witnesses in his story.
Yes.
So if he's lying, I'm sure people would come out, who he mentioned, would come out and say, no, that's not what happened. I was there and that was not true.
True.
In the encounter that he spoke about his mom and his wife and Jude and the child, all that, there were other people in that room.
Yes.
His brothers, the pastors, you understand? Everything he had said in most of his videos, he had other people involved.
Yeah.
And nobody has come out to debunk anything he said, even if they are not part of the court process.
Yeah.
Okay, let's take it. Jude can't speak because
Paul
of
can't
court.
speak
Paul
because of
can't
court.
speak because of court. Other people that Peter has been mentioning in these videos can come out and say, no, Peter, you are not saying the truth. You deny Jesus. No, I'm joking. You didn't properly narrate the story. I was there. This is not what happened. But so far, nobody has said it.
But you know, I think that one thing that also stands out for me in this conversation is, or this issue, this feud, drama going on between all of them is, there has been a tiny bit of hatred.
Thank you.
Jealousy.
Yes, now.
Envy.
Because this is not
Before
unfounded.
now.
It did not just...
It didn't just happen.
Yeah,
Pull
before
up
now.
out of thin
Because
air.
there are some old interview videos that are resurfacing right now, and you could tell that somebody is feeling threatened, quote and unquote, by the other person. That's my interpretation of it. Because
Sorry.
how are you saying that, oh, you don't want to be described as your twin, or you don't want to be, it's just a type of way.
You know, I want to, so some people might consider what I'm about to say as a stretch, but this should serve as a cautionary tale. People constantly compare twins. And now we're seeing a case where, in this situation, they are insisting on being individuals. Because that's what's happening right now. This person is saying, I'm not this person, I did not add to this, we're not together in this way. You are seeing the demarcation. And the thing that really boggled my mind was, I don't remember when he mentioned it, when Paul insisted that, after all, he was P-square in the sense that, exactly, that statement till date throws me off.
99%.
Because first and foremost, who asked you? Nobody needed to know that. Like, so I'm thinking that for the duration of their work as P-square, isn't that is how he saw his brother? I'm like, did Paul think to himself, I'm P-square and Peter is my backup dancer? Like,
what if that was what was running through his
Valid question.
Maybe that's what he thought, and maybe that is what informed if I am the main person, why should he be making as much money as me?
Yeah.
And that's probably what led to the under the table deals.
And based off of what Peter has been saying, again, we're focused on what Peter has been saying. It means that maybe Jude saw the signs.
Yes.
That, Peter is a type of, or Paul is feeling a type of way with regards to how Peter is and all. And then it's like there's a crack in the wall. And the lizard just went in like that.
Well, we would like to hear from you guys. What do you think about this situation? It's been a series of back-to-back videos and revelations. You can send us your message on WhatsApp. The number is right there on your screen. And you can also live on YouTube as well. What do you think about this? Let me quickly read this one. This is, greetings, this ex-P-square Matago Longo seasonal film. I wish they can just take this thing out of social media. It's heartbreaking to see this amazing, talented twins that we used to love their music, all of a sudden, it is well. That's Emmy from Kano.
I just want to add to, before we're about to go into cruise control, but before that, based on people saying, we should take it off social media, I don't think so. I think if we take it off social media, history will be rewritten.
Yes, sir.
We will come out 5-10 years from now. They say, no.
Why didn't it
talk? It's not what happened, though. Sure. It did not really happen like that. No, my dear. Let all of us witness it. Because the career, all of us too, we witness it.
The matter must not end.
It must not end, though. Please, give us part 10 if it gets to that point.
New season.
To address other issues separately.
And I also finally, a final note on this one. Did you guys notice how out of everything Peter said, Paul decided that it is my mom is not yet to defend herself. That's the one that Paul gets going. Wow. Anyways, if there are any new developments, trust us to bring you the gist next week. Moving on to cruise control.
Let's cruise away.
Let's cruise away. Let's go.
I love.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for cruise control. A heartbreaking video has gone viral, showing a Nigerian woman in tears after claiming she lost. This money is heavy for me to say. She lost 10 million naira in an Ajo savings scheme.
Hey.
In the emotional clip, the woman alleged that the money disappeared after the savings arrangement reportedly collapsed, leaving her devastated. Let's watch this.
A time will come, I'll make this kind of video. Like, for some people, the money might be small, but I know how hard I have worked. I know the plans I had for that money. And to think that this was my first time ever doing something like this, day and night, all I ever did was to work and work. I wasn't even saving for a vacation. I wasn't even saving to buy a car. The only reason I was saving was just to grow my business, or just to expand, because it got to a point that I knew it was not just hard work I needed. All I needed was just fund. And just like that, the money I've been saving since last year, a whole 10 million naira gone like that. And it's not even.
This video has reignited conversations about the risks associated with informal thrift and contribution schemes, especially those not regulated by financial authorities. This thing is so sad. Because, like, who are we going to hold? Who do we hold responsible for this? That's a lot of money, and for a business owner, and in this economy. Anyways, we will tell you what we think about this when we come back from this break. Okay, more people, welcome back. You're still watching Take 3. Now, before we went on a break, we were sympathizing with the lady who has lost 10 million naira. Guys, what do you think of this story? What do you make
in
of
this economy? 10 million.
Oh, yeah.
We'll find them. Wherever it went, whoever it went, peradventure, it was went in, that money will come out. That's
the
what I
wings
mean.
that used to fly,
we'll find it. Because, like, there was something you said. Unfortunately, these are the kind of hazards that people face when you get into this kind of scheme.
Yes.
Because there are no regulations.
It's
nothing is officially done. So you are risking that huge amount of money into somebody's hand that the person feel run.
Because no offense, if you had put it, you may not like traditional banking, but I'm sure there are platforms where if you had saved that, you would have made interest on it.
Yes.
And if your money lost, you know that it's secured by the SEC. Somebody you can hold.
Now, the highest that can happen is that they will go to the police station. If they catch the person now say, okay, I'll be paying small. Your 10 million can be coming for 500.
Yes.
200K. And it will defeat the purpose.
She can never, ever get the complete money.
Chai.
That's the thing.
Anywho, let's take
even
reactions.
an option for me.
Let's take reactions on this story. It's sad. This is so sad. At Ihem Tuge, I think, saved for a whole year just for the coordinator to play disappearance. Painful. Hope the police actually do something this time. Hey, God.
This time for me.
D-Cruise, in everything you do, avoid online ajo.
Bam.
Even physical one, gone. We never trust them. Talk less of online ajo. Make on avoid online ajo.
Online, when we crash, they play.
What? This is why I don't like giving someone my money, all in the name of savings ajo. People are funny. They can disappoint you. This is not disappointment. This is a criminal thing.
Okay.
Pay somebody's money. Captain Victor says, so sorry about this, but I've always been against any form of contribution if it's not with a financial institution.
Yeah. Bam.
King Solomon Ekaime says, This is really painful to watch. 10 million naira is not small money, especially when it represents a whole year of hard work and sacrifice. I honestly think you should have invested the money in mutual funds. It's safer than a joy. You know, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, it's annoying because sometimes you go to your WhatsApp and you see people saying, oh, contribute 100K for 10 million 1 year, I be 1 month. And then you say 1 slot remaining. In my head, I'm like, so I want your me consiwa that are there. You don't
let me quickly read some comments before we go to trending, because people are dropping comments. You can also drop yours as well. This person said it's quite unfortunate that that lady could fall into this trap. A just scheme is very good if you do it with people that are honest. You will not know until
they are dishonest.
Okay. This other person said, good afternoon, my studio speakers. Hey, this issue between Paul and Peter, doesn't it mean that two of them don't relate as brothers apart from music? Well, that's what he's asking. Righteous from Lagos, thanks for the analysis. It's very enjoyable. Thank you very much for enjoying our analysis, my brother. This other person said, for me, Peter should take his brothers to court. If there is a written agreement between them about sharing formula, this is more than betrayal, it's wickedness. What money cannot do in Nigeria does not exist. Emeka from Abuja. Now, this person says, I beg, why should they cry? In this modern day, where many fintech app don't dey, she leave them, go they save for a job, where you know even the people where they there. If she dey save up the 10 million for normal bank, she forfeits even apply for business loan, and they will happily give her bing money in her account.
I agree.
Emmy from Kano, thank you very much.
I agree.
Thank you, Emmy.
Receive sense, so in the name of Jesus, receive sense.
Chai.
We go to trending now.
Hi. Hi.
All right, of course, you're still watching Take 3. Now, today on Trending, we're going to move over flowers and cash gifts. One Nigerian mom showed up to her son's university sign-out with a live goat. Now, the heartwarming moment captured on video shows the graduate running to hug his mom before celebrating with friends as she proudly led the goat into the venue, I must say. Now, the clip has since gone viral, with many hailing her as the real GOAT, while others praise the gesture as a memorable way to celebrate a major milestone. Let's watch the video. I want to go back to school. Anywho, so much. We're wondering how netizens are reacting to this one, so we're going to post some of the reactions that are trailing this post. Okay, this one is from Edmond Uche, who says, yeah, this is a good news. Tired of hearing bad news from the government.
It's quite good news.
Government still call it.
Good news.
Truth Teller here says, all these are not unnecessary and it is beautiful to see. Celebrate who you can, and seeing people celebrating themselves for an achievement is beautiful. However, Nigerians will begin to set it as a standard, and some will have a beef with their loved ones who cannot afford it.
If you can't afford goats, come to school with
Richard the Band says, mothers are one of the biggest blessings on earth, in that they can go through extra mile to make their children happy. I hope he takes good care of her and never take these moments for granted. God bless our mothers. Amen. Abuja Rush says she did this in African way of telling him, you are the GOAT.
Yes.
Cute stuff. UTD Santos says everyone is happy except the goats.
Yes.
Now you they observe the goats.
They are going to kill it, me.
Goats.
If you go tell you that it's not happy.
Jonas here says, the mother understood what celebration means. I'm sure there is a bag of semo waiting somewhere. Later, they'll prepare better nsala soup. Find X says, swears you know go see daddy for this kind settings. What do you mean? Daddy is probably doing something else.
Okay, let me just quickly wrap this up for all the goats. This person sent this message quickly. He said, wow, correct mama. Proud of mom. Mine is you go buy cow if possible. 19 of joy from Cool J. Thank you, Cool J. This person says she's a woman of substance. God bless our moms. Bomi from Ogba. And yeah, that's how we wrap it up on the show today. So in case you want to celebrate us, you can bring goods.
Bring goats. One up proud. We'll
collect it. One up proud. We'll take it.
Me, I'm going to collect my goats outside now.
Thank you very much for running through this full week with us and enjoying being with us through the process, the series of the Okoye brothers, everything, all the information, all the information.
Well, you know we cannot end the show without saying congratulations, Kate! Kate has enjoyed our company for the past 1 year.
I want to say thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate this. I want to dedicate this award to my daddy.
To your zaddy.
My daddy.
Oh, it's not zaddy.
My late father.
We'll see you on Monday, 4 p.m. Have a fantastic weekend. Goodbye from me and the gang.
Bye.